ability to take his properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Hey, Money Mayweather, Floyd, don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Reports are swirling that Money Mayweather is feeling the heat after his assets were frozen over a jaw-dropping $42 million fraud claim. But hold up, Floyd's firing back. He says he's paid his taxes and is calling the whole situation a media hit job. According to Mayweather, this is nothing but a blown out of proportion mess, fueled by misleading headlines and a one-sided narrative. Is the champ really in trouble? Or is this just another round in the fight between fame and the press?
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rapper and mogul Rick Ross just threw shade at Floyd Money Mayweather, and it hit deep. Ross called out the boxing legend for no longer flaunting his insane fleet of luxury cars like he used to. The jab wasn't just casual. It hinted at a bigger issue: Mayweather's changing financial situation. Once known for showing off Bentleys, Bugattis, and stacks of cash, Floyd's Instagram flexes have gone noticeably quiet. Why? Insiders say Mayweather's lavish lifestyle is catching up with him, especially when it comes to taxes that he reportedly failed to account for the massive tax bills that come with those flashy purchases. While he flaunted watches, mansions, and million-dollar rides, the IRS was quietly keeping score. Now, with mounting tax issues and frozen assets, it looks like the king of bling is facing a harsh financial reality.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, their owner's going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profits. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
After news broke about Floyd Mayweather's alleged financial struggles, the boxing legend finally decided to speak out. His statement? That he had recently paid a staggering $26 million to the IRS. It sounded like an attempt to silence the rumors and set the record straight. But instead of clearing the air, it only stirred up more controversy. Critics questioned whether the payment was truly enough, while others speculated that the $26 million might just be the tip of the iceberg, a small piece of a much larger financial puzzle. Is Money Mayweather in deeper trouble than he's letting on? Or is this just another headline blown out of proportion? The questions keep piling up, and so does the speculation.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
They just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas Day, kids? Oh, you Jewish convert just for this Christmas.
Floyd Mayweather's financial woes just keep stacking up. Reports say he owes over $33 million to none other than Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's not even counting his outstanding debts in Dubai. But instead of tightening the belt, Mayweather shocked everyone with a jaw-dropping new purchase, a $42 million asset. Yep, you heard that right. While fans were left stunned, critics were quick to pounce, calling it another example of reckless spending and a serious lack of financial foresight.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find it strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter, but man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you want all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
According to insiders close to Floyd Mayweather, the champ may be living way beyond his means. Business partners claim he's spending more each month than he's actually bringing in, from fleets of luxury cars and private jets to jaw-dropping real estate. Mayweather's lifestyle is nothing short of outrageous. But behind the glam, there's growing concern. Sources say he's notoriously careless when it comes to taxes, often forgetting obligations while indulging in his endless displays of wealth.
Look, man, we both made some real money, but you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
Say
we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want.
Floyd Mayweather has never been shy about bragging, and one of his boldest claims? That he rakes in $3 million a month, out-earning even tech titan Bill Gates. But while the statement made headlines, financial experts were quick to call foul. Many dismissed the claim as pure fantasy, arguing it just doesn't add up when you look at the numbers that is it confidence, delusion, or just classic Mayweather showmanship. Either way, the gap between his words and reality seems to be growing.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
In just 1 week, Floyd Mayweather reportedly dropped a staggering $5 million, buying up buildings and adding yet another jet to his collection. The spending spree raised more than a few eyebrows. With his financial stability already under question, this level of extravagance only amplified the spotlight on his growing tax issues. Some say it's all part of the Mayweather brand. Big money, big moves. But others see it as a desperate attempt to maintain an image, even as the cracks in his financial empire begin to show.
In 1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million. But John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming, and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers. And he actually almost bought the Panthers, but after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did, for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
Floyd Mayweather's latest move? Snapping up several high-profile buildings in New York City. But the reaction hasn't been all applause. Many are left wondering, why now? Why make such massive investments at this stage in his career, especially with mounting reports of financial trouble? To some, it looks like a power move. To others, it's just another risky play by a man trying to hold onto a crumbling empire.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather has boasted about buying up numerous buildings in New York City, but not everything is as it seems. Recent investigations suggest those claims might be heavily exaggerated. Sources reveal that instead of full ownership, Mayweather may have only acquired partial stakes in a few properties. It's a far cry from the real estate empire he's painted in interviews, and it's raising even more questions about the true state of his finances.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
I'm not 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
yeah,
100
it's true.
some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like
Yeah.
you just said, it's probably
So
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might be they might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew
Right.
rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
Floyd Mayweather's habit of exaggerating claims only adds fuel to the fire of growing skepticism about his business practices. In his latest attempt to flaunt his wealth, Mayweather was spotted traveling through Mexico in an armored tank, a move that drew instant attention. While some may see it as just another over-the-top flex, it only reinforces the image of Mayweather as a man more interested in spectacle than solid financial strategy.
Viva Mexico! See you now.
Floyd Mayweather has built a reputation not just for his boxing career, but for his lavish lifestyle. His social media feeds are flooded with pictures of his latest luxury purchases, whether it's a fleet of high-end cars or a new private jet. For Mayweather, it's all about flaunting his wealth, constantly reminding the world of the fortune he's made. But as his financial troubles grow, the question remains, is he still living the dream or just chasing a fading image?
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them 2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is the supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is... And what about this? I bought this today. Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG. And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown. This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue. When it's been painted, you can see there's blue exposed carbon as you.
It's not just cars and jets. Floyd Mayweather's obsession with luxury extends to his extensive watch collection. He's constantly posting photos of his timepieces, each one more extravagant than the last. These displays of wealth are more than just a hobby. They're a constant reminder of Mayweather's love for opulence, cementing his image as a man who lives to flaunt his fortune.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases, and they're all full of watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Ali & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Ali & Co. As you can see, Ali & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something like. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course, the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys a breakdown.
Floyd Mayweather's business practices have long been under fire for prioritizing profit over ethics. His willingness to dive into ventures, regardless of their legality or morality, has raised serious questions about his financial integrity. Controversial decisions have only fueled skepticism about his ability to manage wealth in a sustainable way. Critics argue that his relentless flaunting of luxury isn't a sign of success, but rather a financial liability waiting to happen. WY continuously posting about his extravagant lifestyle, Mayweather risks reinforcing the idea that his wealth is the only thing that defines him.
Yeah.
I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7 where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're going to make.
Floyd Mayweather's past is far from spotless, with a history marked by legal troubles, many of which stem from ongoing financial issues. Despite his immense wealth, he's faced jail time before, and his relationship with the law has always been complicated. Mayweather has openly discussed how his fame and fortune have come at a significant cost, personal freedom often being one of them. But it's not just his criminal record that raises eyebrows. His financial history is riddled with accusations of scams and questionable business dealings. One notable incident involved claims of him scamming people or failing to pay taxes on his earnings. And who could forget the shocking report of him allegedly being held hostage in Dubai over unpaid debts related to luxurious jewelry?
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, it's like, hey, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and insights on Floyd Mayweather's financial saga. Until next time, take care and keep watching.